Okay, hi. That was my playthrough of Melody Moving On. I did it more like the recording rather than how we do it live. But anywho, we'll be doing it mostly like the recording anyway, if you're watching this video. So, the first things first, the verse is going to be A minor to D7. These are the voicings that I use. Just standard bar on the 5th fret, put in the E minor shape on top of it, and then I make a C shape with the D, and then make it a C7 shape, just up 2 frets. That's gonna go 3 times. I think on the first verse I may have done it twice by accident, but anyway, it goes 3, it goes. And the rhythm, that's how I strum it. But, if you have something that sounds similar, if you can't get that, I would go with that. I don't really have a way to explain this, just keeping this going. Have some ghost notes in there. So you do 3 times of A minor to D7, then on the 4th time, note that sets me free. You're the sweetest sound, but you're not around. Then we go into the chorus. That's A minor, G, F, E, major, A minor. Now this is basically a G chord, but it's inverted, so we have the B in the bass. We've kind of moved things around. For those that may be watching this that aren't comfortable with this chord, just play G, you'll be okay. So go. Then we're gonna go up to C. C to D. You guys see, also do it here. However you want to do it. This is how I did it live and recording. That's kind of the A-B pattern. So A pattern going, B pattern going, right? It's gonna go A, B, A, B in the choruses, both times, or every single time. Only small note is that when you hit the D on the last time through of the chorus, you're just gonna hit it once and let it ring. Now, usually when we play this live, coming out of the bridge, there's a solo. I'll take a solo over the chorus. Right, I'll make it up on the spot. But we'll do a full chorus. And at the end of that, we don't do the hold. We just keep going, because that's when Taylor comes back in with the vocals. And it goes, shadows of your love remain. It lingers here as the seasons change. It's your whispers in the wind. Whatever the words are, I can't think of them right now. Anyway, then we'll do a full chorus, and then sometimes we'll end on this like with a drummer, but don't worry about all that. And then before both verses, we have that intro section of just A minor, goes that same verse strumming pattern. 2, 3, 4, right? And that's the way that I do it every single time on the live and on the recording. It is a specific length. So try to execute that in that same length. That's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. On the 4th one, stop. 2, 3. Think I just might hold tight to the night in my mind. Right. so on and so forth. If you refer to the chord chart that I wrote out for this, the chord changes should be pretty accurate with which word it happens on. Thinking back, I think I might have actually messed it up for maybe the end of the verse, but yeah, whatever, I'll go and fix that as needed. And then the bridge is the only thing that's a little bit weird. So the first time through, the whole lyrics for the bridge is, melody, set me free, can't you see, I'm moving on, right? That's kind of the whole thing. It just goes, on the recording it's 4 times. Originally it was actually 5 times, and the first one was a cappella, the 4th one had the whole band in it, or it like gradually built up. But we thought it was too long for the recording, so we cut it down to 4. So the first one is a cappella, meaning no instruments, right? That's just the singer by herself. And then the second one, I will come in and I do the whole thing of like, and all I'm doing here is I'm using a minor third interval. I'm doing A and C, so that's first finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, ring finger on the 5th fret of the E, and I'm palm muting it really hard. I'm going, moving this shape down a fret, so instead of it being 5 and 3 now it's 4 and 2. And then now we're moving it down a string and back up to the same position we started at. So that's 5 and 3, but on A and D now. Then I'm using this middle finger to grab this 4th fret on the E string and still keeping the 5th fret on the D, on the A, but not using the D string anymore. Hitting that really hard, unpalm muted. That point is where the drums will hit, and there'll be a kick, floor tom, and snare hit at 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, I've got a lot of gain. I'm keeping it off for now, but then later, if you so choose to do it, I will actually incorporate that little pinky above the ring finger on the pointer finger on the 5th fret of the following string behind my ring. So we'll go. For this one, I'm going to do it on the 5th fret still, keeping that tritone thing going. Then I do it here too. I just do it on the D string this time, right? And then on the last time through, whether you do it 4 times or 5 times, you just kind of give 1, 2, 3, 4, right? On that tritone. So it'll be in total, oops. Right? And then you go right into that chorus. Right? So you go into that, and that's pretty much the whole song. If you have any other questions, or if you're unsure of anything, leave a comment below, and then use this information to play along with the song.